Okay, so now I'm going to create a dome. This is the model. We're going to do something. This is very small, but in this building, we have a huge dome. So we're going to create first the sphere, and then we're going to create void forms. And this is not a semicircle. It's something, yep, it's not a semicircle. Okay, so let's do it. So first, if the distance between, annotate, align. Okay, if this is 36 feet, I'm going to move this 36 feet up. Here you go. I'm going to delete the grid lines that are not helping me. Okay. And I'm going to move this 36 feet down. So the original circle, it's going to be huge, and then we're going to cut here. Okay, so the original circle, this is the center, and this is going to be the radius. And then we're going to cut this circle with these grid lines. Let's do it. So we are going to work with massing inside, in place mass. We have to be on level 0. Yes. And I'm going to create a circle here. There you go. Okay, so the circle, it's much bigger. So this is not appendective. This is something different. Then I go to the 3D view. Then I am going to select this. I'm going to create a solid form, and I have to select the sphere. Okay. And well, I'm going to finish the mass because I have the section box. Don't want to show the section box. I want to see that. And I'm going to delete the rest of the stuff here. Okay, there you go. And even that scope box, I'm going to make it bigger. Whoop. And now I have to start cropping this element. Okay, let's do it. So if I'm on level 0, I have to work with a bigger rectangle. I select this, edit in place. Now I'm going to create a rectangle, and I want to subtract this. Now I select the rectangle, create a void, move it downwards, make sure that, okay, and finish mass, and now I have this void. Okay. But now on level 0, I'm going to subtract using this grid A, E, and this 8 and 7. So I'm going to go to architecture, no, massing inside, in place. Make sure that we are on level 0. A rectangle here. And then in the 3D view, I select, create a void. Make sure that this is within, okay? And it should work. Oh, yes. I have to select edit in place. I don't think I selected edit in place. Now I have to work with the rectangle. Select, create the void, make the rectangle higher than this. And now we finish mask, we have this, okay? And now we have to do the same with the rest of the rectangles. Another rectangle here, another there, or we can, but first select, edit in place. And to make it faster, I'm going to work with a shape like this. I don't know. The 3D view. Select, void. Move it up. And finish. There you go. Okay, so we have created that shape that it's not the same. Okay, so here we don't have pendentives. This is something different. Okay, if we turn this into a roof, so it's massing inside. It's not a roof, it has to be a wall. But now this is solid, and if we make it thicker, or even with masonry, okay, so we can even have this. Then I would hide the hiding view. So we have a nice dome, and now it doesn't have anything to do with the original shape that we have with pendentives and domes. Okay, so this is something different, and well, it looks nice. So if we have elements here, we have supporting elements here, we can have all that span covered with a dome like this. And it has been used, so these kind of domes are nice, and by repeating elements, again, we can do something beautiful. For example, this is not what I wanted to see. Okay, I wanted to see this. Okay, this is a station. So when we're designing train stations or airports, what we have to do is to take an element and repeat it many times. And just by repeating a nice element, we end up having an interesting space. So this is a train station, and you see that here, the architect has created all these domes. I would like to have a better view of this. Probablemente. this is the idea. Okay, so this guy has created these domes, and just by repeating, this is a parking lot. Okay, so protecting the cars against the rain or against the sun. In the case of Spain, you have to protect them against the sun. It's very convenient, and just by doing this, these are very light structures, and they are created following this pattern. Yeah, we have an oculus here. We can do that, but well, I think it's a nice example of modern architecture that can be done very easily, and it works. Okay, so it's something nice, but it's nice. It's nice if you repeat it. You see that we have this row and that one, and by repeating this, first, yep, I want to create the circle inside. So I'm going to select this, edit in place, level 0. And well, I don't know the size of the circle to make it this way. On the 3D view, we can select this, create a void. Make it higher. Finish. There you go. And now we can create a wall with this one. Okay. So now we have this, and if if we hide this in view, and you have to find a pattern now. So if we move this 12 feet and 12 feet, and you just copy, now we have something nice. For some reason, I can't copy the roof, so I have to create the wall again here, and then I can hide all these elements there. If we need something structural, we can do it because the structure is concentrated on this, as you can see in this picture. So we have structural elements on these corners, or this can be storage room or storage rooms or whatever. And well, we just need to build walls or structural elements in these corners, but we need something solid there. And then we can cover those spans with very light elements. So we don't need a lot of, yeah, we have these nerves probably, but this is very light. It doesn't have to be very thick, and it covers a huge span. So this is a nice way to cover a parking lot. So sometimes we have to do this, and I think this is good enough. But especially when we have these kind of huge buildings in which repeating a pattern works, I think I showed you the airport. Okay, so once you find a shape and then you repeat it, just by repeating something that it's nice, you have something good. Okay, so sometimes these kind of spaces, sports facilities, airports, train stations, you don't have to get, or hangars. I have seen some hangars in when I was reviewing the projects. It's about finding something nice and repeating it many times, and then you cover a span, and then with the same element, you create this huge space, and then within that huge space, you can do whatever you feel like. Okay, but deciding this from the structural point of view is the, well, I think it works when you have to design this kind of peak, and it can be a train station, it can be a fire station where all the tracks. So finding something that can cover a huge span and then repeating it, it can be with trusses, it can be with domes, or it can be with any different element, but it works as a design strategy. You only have to find something that it's fine, that it's yeah, it's fine, it's beautiful, and then repeating it.